The FBI is undergoing a significant leadership overhaul, with several senior officials, including a former acting director, being forced out of their positions. These removals are occurring under the direction of FBI Director Kash Patel and Deputy Director Dan Bongino. The individuals affected were involved in sensitive investigations, particularly those related to the January 6 Capitol riot and other cases concerning the previous administration. The FBI Agents Association has expressed concern, emphasizing that agents should not be penalized for carrying out their duties. The ongoing changes have raised questions about the Bureau's political independence and the potential for a purge of officials perceived as disloyal. Critics fear this could undermine morale and the FBI's ability to operate without political interference, while supporters argue it is a necessary reform to address perceived biases within the Bureau. The recent removals of senior FBI officials are largely attributed to a new administration's efforts to reform the Bureau, which they claim had become politically biased. The ousted officials, including former acting director Brian Driscoll, were involved in sensitive cases, specifically the January 6th Capitol riot investigation. Driscoll and other leaders had previously resisted a request from the Trump administration to turn over a list of agents involved in those investigations, leading to an accusation of insubordination. The leadership under FBI Director Kash Patel and Deputy Director Dan Bongino, who have been vocal critics of the FBI's previous actions, appears to be targeting career officials linked to politically sensitive cases. The changes are viewed by supporters as a necessary step to restore integrity and accountability to the Bureau, while critics contend they are politically motivated acts of retribution that threaten the agency's independence and due process for its agents. The forced removal of FBI officials has several potential consequences. The FBI Agents Association has voiced deep concern, warning that firing agents without due process could make the country less safe and undermine the Bureau's apolitical nature. Critics fear a chilling effect on the workforce, where agents might hesitate to pursue politically sensitive cases out of fear of retribution. The turmoil could also disrupt ongoing investigations, particularly those related to the January 6 Capitol riot, as key personnel with institutional knowledge are removed. Supporters, however, believe the changes are necessary to eliminate what they see as political bias within the Bureau. This ongoing shakeup highlights a deep division over the FBI's independence, its mission, and its role in a highly polarized political environment. There are several proposed solutions to address the political turmoil within the FBI. A primary focus is on strengthening due process for agents to ensure employment actions are not politically motivated. The FBI Agents Association, FBIAA, has called on leadership to honor existing review processes and is exploring legal options to defend its members. Another solution involves establishing clearer boundaries to protect the Bureau's independence from political interference. This could include legislative changes to reinforce the FBI's role as an apolitical law enforcement body and to shield its leadership from pressure from the executive branch. Some proposals even suggest restructuring the FBI to separate its national security functions from its criminal investigation duties, similar to models in other countries. These reforms aim to restore public and internal confidence by ensuring the Bureau's actions are guided by evidence and law, not political agendas.